Tasha Karafiun, and my student number is 2024-32051. Okay, in this practical session, we create a Java program called Kelulusan Mahasiswa, which is designed to display student information and determine whether a student passes or fails based on their score. Okay, so let's get started to the step. Okay, for the first step, is creating the class name Kelulusan Mahasiswa, and this is class acts as a blueprint for making a student objects. In Java, the file name must be the same as the class name, so the file is saved as kelulusanmahasiswa.java. Next, we define the attributes inside the class, and the attributes name and class use the string data type to store text such as student name and class. Name uses integer to store the student's numeric ID, and nilai uses float to store the student's score that can include decimal values, for example like 93.5 or 70.0, like that. Okay, then we create a method called info mahasiswa. This method displays all students' data and check their graduation status. Inside this method, the program prints the student name, class, and score using the system out. Okay, it also contains the logic to determine whether to the student pass or not. Inside the method, we use an if-else statement as the graduation logic. If the student's score is greater than 81, the program prints you pass. But if the score is less than or equal to 81, it prints you did not pass. And this conditional logic determines the graduation result for each student. Okay, after that, we move to the main method. Every Java program starts from the main method when it is executed. In this method, we create two student objects, namely mahasiswa1 and mahasiswa2, using the new keyword. And the new keyword allocates memory for each object and allows them to store their own data independently. Next, we create and assign the data to each student object. And for the first object, namely mahasiswa1, represents a student called Bella Conklin, and she has a score of 93, which means she is declared pace according to the program's logic. The second object is mahasiswa 2 and represents Tom Holland, who has a score of 68. And the meaning he did not pass because his score is below the passing threshold. And each object then calls the info mahasiswa method to display its data and graduation result. The program also print a separator line before each student data to make the output clear and more organized. This way, the program can display information for more than one student easily. And finally, we come to the conclusion of this practical session. The program successfully demonstrates the concept of object-oriented programming, or OOP, in Java, and each object created from the same class has its own data and behavior, which means that changing the data in the object does not affect the order. And the if-else structure works correctly to determine whether a student passes or fails. Moreover, this program also shows the importance of using the correct data types: string for text, integer for integers, and float for decimal numbers to make the program accurate and efficient, slightly slower closing tone. I think that's enough from me. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.